My fellow flames of Amethyst, welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. My name is Amethyst Abrams, and today, my fellow flames, I come to you concerned, worried, and scared for the gacha space. Because there is something that's been plaguing the waters of gacha for quite some time now, and I want to really talk about it because I believe this is going to affect gacha moving forward if we don't address it now. If we don't address it now, this is going to really affect you, it's going to affect me, it's going to affect the entire gacha community moving forward. And of course I am talking about gacha tribalism. I think gacha tribalism has really gone too far, and I believe gacha tribalism has reached its all-time toxic high, its all-time toxic peak. Especially when you see other content creators in the gacha community crash out because they're being called a Wuthering Waves only creator, a Kurobot, a Hoyo shill. They're being called these things, which is clearly what they are, because all they make is content about these games. And they're crashing out and wondering, why am I being labeled these things? Well, I have news for you. It's because you play those games and those games only on stream, or you play those games and create content about those games on your YouTube. I myself am a Kurobot. I play Wuthering Waves. I play Punishing Grey Raven. I played Black Beacon for a time, who, those who don't know, that game was developed by ex-Kuro Games devs. So I am at heart a Kurobot, and there are those out there that are Hoyo shills. I'm not going to name names because they cried like babies last time they were titled this. But today we are reacting to my good friend Ethan's video. He's going to go into details about what is going on within this gacha community, talking about tribalism, talking about the Wuthering Waves versus Genshin Impact and beyond communities. They are fighting, there is infighting, and it needs to stop now. And maybe, just maybe after watching this video, you will see that this video is going to share some light on what you all need to do. Every single gacha player that is causing gacha tribalism, that is hating on people, that is labeling people, people that are getting offended by these labels and names, maybe after watching this video you will understand and you will see that this could be the definitive solution to your problem. All right, Ethan, show us what you got, brother.
We need to have a little bit more of a serious discussion today.
By the way, guys, Ethan really did crash out about this situation because it's really been bothering him. It's been bothering me. And it's getting to the point now where us gacha content creators are scared and fearful for our lives to make anything gacha related because we have an angry mob with pitchforks, you know, crossbows. Some of them have bloody bazookas and tanks waiting out of our doors. Luckily, with the gacha shield of protection, thankfully to the gacha god that is Tectone, we can hide in safety, and we can hide and we can actually, you know, have shelter.
Admittedly, gacha tribalism has been at an all-time high.
I agree.
And it's getting pretty frustrating.
It is.
I'm not going to lie to you. And I feel like this is something that needs to be said.
Absolutely.
Because it's been on my mind a lot lately. And all communities are culprit, right? Genshin Impact, Zenless on Zero, Wuthering Waves, Hawkeye Star Rail. I mean, you could throw any of these gacha companies in there. And these fandoms. And realistically, they're all an issue. So I kind of wanted to get to the root of the problem.
Okay.
And I think what would be the best solution. So let me...
Bear in mind, guys, I do believe this could be the solution to fix gacha tribalism. This man's cooked. This man is actually cooked. To all of those at home that are worried about gacha tribalism, those of you that are gacha players at heart, and those of you that do believe it's going in a negative way towards the gacha communities, I believe this could be the key. This could be the key to everything.
Let me get my glasses on, and let's just go over this real quick.
No. Wait.
So...
I'm sorry. This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke.
Today, I'm going to break down application for employment. So to me, this is going to be the best solution to stop all the infighting and the gacha tribalism, as to which, kind of company is better. And so I want to break this down bar for bar.
Okay.
So name, last, you're going to put your last name first and then your first name in this section right here.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, they are not referencing your Genshin Impact live stream name, so if you might be Dainsliff Dick Sniffer 52, that's not what they're going to want to see. They want your government name. Keep that in mind because
they do need to know what your name is. They need to know what your government birth name is, okay? Not Dainsliff Dick Sniffer 99, not Noob Master 64, not Wuthering Waves Goon 76, not Cantarella Sniffer 77, none of that. They need your actual first and last name. Now, I know this is difficult for some of you to understand because some of you might not even know what the hell this thing on the screen is, but trust me when I say this, this could be the key.
If you don't put your government, it's going to be a little bit of a problem.
No, absolutely.
Mailing address, this is another thing. I've seen a lot of applicants. I reviewed quite a few the other day, and I noticed a lot of them are putting the address of Tevat. Specifically Diluc's room. We need to calm down with that.
Yeah, we need to stop.
This is not, these gacha games are not real life.
No.
When you are applying for a job, in order so that way you can go outside, touch grass,
exactly.
and not be a parasocial
Exactly,
freak,
exactly.
you need to put your IRL. I want to make sure IRL means in real life.
Right. Let me repeat that for you. Let me repeat that for you so you all understand where he's coming from. IRL means in real life, just as Ethan just said, okay? In real life, okay? This isn't a gacha game universe. We're not into that. We're not in Solaris 3, okay? We're not in the lands between if you're playing Elden Ring. We're not doing any of that, okay? In real life, your Dave could be your name could be Dave. Your name could be John Smith. You know, your name could be anything. Okay, you don't a John Doe. It doesn't matter. Just a real life name. That is what you need. That is what is going to help you get a job, J-O-B job, which is going to enable you to earn money. And it is a win-win because you can earn that money and invest in gacha. It's a win-win, guys. If you really want to peak it.
Now, I know you might like, let's say, Kaching or any of these, you know, characters, but those are not real.
Nope.
You know, Raiden, Dia,
nope.
You know, all these beautiful mommies, especially Dia, they're not
stay on track,
real. Are you legally entitled to work for the US? Now, this is a trick question because a lot of the people who play gacha games are considered mentally ill.
True.
So
that is so true. That is so true. That is so true.
Legally entitled to work in the US, you know, if you fall under the category of playing Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, HSR, you know, ZZZ, I don't know. I don't know. This one's going to be a little bit hard. You might want to talk to your medical professional before you actually fill this one in.
I actually agree. I'm gonna do the same thing. I need to know if I'm mentally stable to work in the US. Now I'm English. I'm British. It shouldn't really apply to me. But in case it ever does, I need to talk to my my medical advisor, my financial advisor. I talk to my Oshi. I talk to my wife. Wife, your husband, and
education and training. I think this is the biggest part here. This is where you can use your gacha experience for your actual benefit.
You can actually use the knowledge you have in gacha games.
Explain. So business, school, military, most recent, etc.
Yes.
You would fill this out as White Knight for Genshin Impact.
Or translation, you could put MTashed.
Impact, right? And the reason why this is really big, /Hoyo.
Yes.
This is a really big one due to the fact that it shows your brand loyalty, right?
It does.
Now, we're going to look up Genshin Impact release date. Okay. So the release date seems to be September 20th, 2020. So for the from, you're going to put 09/28/20. And then the 2, we know that you're not stopping. And most likely, if you're going to get a job, you're just going to spend money to...
I mean, he's American. He's got the dates mixed around. It should be 28/9/20. It shouldn't be 9/28/20. But, you know, US, you know, Americans.
C6 your skirt.
The Yanks.
Without your Scaffier, so she's not going to do any damage regardless. So in the 2, we're going to put the word present. Present means still occurring as time goes on.
Yes, it does.
Hopefully we can whine you off of Twitter a little bit, but honestly, probably not happening.
True.
You know, and credits earned. Now, here's the craziest part about the credits earned. The credits earned are almost nearly infinite, and you can show how obedient you are because you're still sticking up for the game that gave you a bad artifact, loadout. You know.
True.
So if you're still sticking up and saying that artifact loadouts aren't needed and it's not a big deal, well, I'm going to be honest with you. Your quarterly or semester hour credit earned should be to infinity and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear said. So
damn, I love that movie. Damn, I love Buzz Lightyear.
That one you have to
I love Uncle Buzz.
Fill out per basis. I say if you play Wuthering Waves, your credits would be about 5. DZ's going down to 2 credits. HSR goes to 12. If you're playing Genshin, I mean Infinity and Beyond, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
graduate. Now, again, this is another one where realistically you probably haven't stepped outside since COVID, so you could finagle this one a little bit. You could lie.
I mean, I have, but that's because I've got an IRL job. I've got a real life job, so this doesn't always apply to me. But if I was to work in the US, it probably would.
And one not major of subject, and so this is where you put Gacha, tribalism.
True.
And I feel as if when you put this here and you show them that you're a white knight for any of these games,
yes,
it'll show brand loyalty.
It will.
Here's the key to getting employment as a Gacha player. You might be lacking skills, knowledge, resources, or anything fundamentally that a real person does. But since you have that brand loyalty, that Gacha tribalism,
yes,
I mean, you might be the one. You might be the one they look out for. So that one is definitely going to be great there. Occupational license, certificate, or registration. Now, yo, listen, boys. Listen. 2 subs on Twitch, you get a glider. I don't give a fuck, boys. Stop being a bunch of little fucking bitches. Gacha tribalism. It is what it is. It will never fucking end. I don't care. All right? We're here to have some fun. Twitch.tv E_thin. Kick E_thin.
I love you, Ethan. I love you, brother. Go subscribe to Ethan. Yes, guys, it was a joke. Wow, it was a joke. It was me and Ethan being a little bit sarcastic. Wow, a joke. What is a joke in the gacha space? What is a joke in 2025? Am I right? Yeah, I love this video. I knew I was making this video. I wanted to make this video. It's something that's a little bit of fun. Something I thought was quite funny. Those of you watching that have stuck around to the end, I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Go subscribe to Ethan. He's a great friend of mine. He's a very good dude. Unfortunately, he is a Yank and he does live in the US, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Tribalism isn't going anywhere. Stop being a little bitch. See you next one. Take it easy.